Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie. Today I want to discuss some of the food that we should eat when we are a vegetarian and as a vegan also. And the most important thing for me when I select the food is to make sure that it's healthy for us and also healthy for my gut microbiome. And to pick food that is easy to make, it doesn't take too much time. And then third, to make sure to limit myself to processed food and food that is high in sugar. So those are the three main things when we eat as a vegetarian and when we eat as a vegan. Because a lot of times when we eat food, even though it's vegetarian or vegan, it may not always be healthy for us. So we have to keep that in mind. So today I want to start out to talk to you about some of the vegetables that is the most important, and that is the citrus vegetables. And some of the citrus vegetable that is good for us is broccoli, kale, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, spinach. Those are some of the best vegetables we can eat, and we want to make sure that we incorporate that into our daily eating. And then also there's bok choy, there's mushrooms, there's arugula, there's collard greens. So those are some other ones that we can also make sure we incorporate into our diet. And now I want to go into root vegetables. So some of the root vegetables that I like and I can make into dishes is beets. Beets is my favorite. I like to make it into soup. I can grill it. I can make into a salad, put some arugula, put some spinach, put some walnuts in it and mix it, and that's a dish. So beets are one of it. We can also eat carrots, turnips, anything that is a radish is good. Those are all root vegetables. And then don't forget, sweet potatoes are good, and also yams is good, especially for a female. It's very beneficial for our hormones. And then also yuca. Yuca is good. I always try to limit myself to potatoes because potato has a very high level of starch. The sweet potatoes, the yam, and the yuca are non-resistant starch, which is better for our gut biome and help us to digest the food better. Next, I want to talk about what we can eat as vegan and as vegetarian for protein. Beans is high in protein. Make sure we cook our beans in an instant pot, pressure cook pot, and that way it will get rid of the lectins. And in our next video, I would go into more about that. And also tempeh. Tempeh is different than the other soy products as far as tofu. The reason tempeh is better for us because it's fermented. Anything that's fermented is good, such as that kimchi is good. So when we eat things that are soy, make sure it's fermented. And then also what we can eat for protein is nuts. So some of the nuts that I recommend that I eat is pistachios, walnuts, and almond. Those are the three nuts I eat. There's also other good one like Brazil nuts is good, macadamia nuts is good. Those are some you can keep in mind. But walnuts is very easy to find, pistachio, and it's pretty reasonable in price. So those are the nuts that I recommend, and it's my go-to nut whenever I want to have nuts on a daily basis. Now I want to talk to you about what kind of grain should we buy when we cook our food. The top two grains I like to buy is basmati rice and millet. The reason I picked those two is because for basmati rice, it is low in the glycemic index, the sugar level for that. And it's better for our digestive system and our gut microbiome. And then also for millet, it's better for us because it's especially for people who are diabetic and it's easy to digest. So those are the two rice I would go to whenever I go and buy grains. And then in my next video, I will talk to you about why certain grains are better than other, and we will go more in depth. Now I want to switch gear and talk about what should we drink. Water. Water is very accessible to us and is the best way to quench our thirst. If we want to add a little bit more flavor to water, we can add a slice of lime or lemon. If we drink that for the first thing in the morning, it's supposed to help us with our digestive system. That is the best way to go. But sometimes we do need a little bit of diversity, like sparkling water. That is also good. And then the choose of the drinks for milk, so what kind of milk is better for us? Almond milk. Coconut milk. Those are the two that I go to, and they're better for us. And also make sure when you read the ingredients to make sure that it is low in sugar. Don't buy the one that has high level of sugar. What kind of oil should we use to cook our food? There's so many different products out there. The number one oil you should buy is the extra virgin olive oil. The reason I choose that is because it's very high in polyphenol. And if you can, try to get the organic. That is a better option. And then there's other different oils that you can also choose from, like walnut oil is available, avocado oil is available, sesame oil is available. So those are some of the oils I would use. I wouldn't use the other oils because most of them are GMOs, but we can talk more about that later on. So what can we add to spice up our food when we cook? Definitely our spice and also our herbs. Some of the spice I like to use is cayenne pepper, good old black pepper is good, paprika is good, mustard seeds is great. Don't forget the salt to add some of that to it to give it more flavorful. And then as far as herbs, what are my common go-to? Ginger, pesto, basil, cilantro, parsley. All those are good choices that you can put on food to give it a little bit more kick, a little bit more flavorful. I hope this list, you can find it useful when you are cooking with different dishes, and I hope to share more. So what do we eat for snacks? Because we all have cravings, right? For sugary, I would stay away from the regular sugar, like candy, anything like that is not good for us. But we can eat seasonal fruits that just keep it limit to a small portion. Even though it's fruit, it still has fructose, and fructose is still considered sugar. Like in the summer, you can eat berries, like raspberry is good, blackberries are good. There's they're a little bit lower in sugar than the rest of the berries. Strawberry is also a good one. Blueberry is a little bit higher in sugar, but it's still good for us. But just limit yourself to a small portion. But also dark chocolate, right? Dark chocolate that are 70% or higher are good, and also curb our craving for sugar. But then what about salty things? What do we eat? I love seaweed. So sometime I would have a slice of seaweed. I would mix that with my food, and that helps. And also nuts. Nuts is a great snack, that salty snack that you crave, and just add a little salt to it, or a little sprinkle of cayenne pepper to your nuts, and it tastes delicious. And also curb your hunger while you're holding off for your regular meal. So those are some of the options that you can eat. I hope this will help you go out and shop and make it your life easier when you decide what to put on your list for shopping. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and provide a comment for me, food for thought, that we can talk about next time. And please subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.